Alright, Ground Zero Mosque. I have a little opinion on it. It's America. We should do whatever we want. People are going to do whatever they want. If they want to put a community center with a little mosque inside that one of the 13-story buildings inside of it, across the street from the World Trade Center / Ground Zero, let them. If they want to have it next to it, let them. It's a free country, last I remember. And Christians weren't the only ones to die in September 11, 2001 attack. Jews, Islam, Muslims, etc. Different people, different race, different backgrounds. They perished right along with Christians too on that black fatal day 9 years ago. Okay? And last I checked, Muslim isn't a race, it's a religion. And those guys who committed terrorist acts, they're from Al Qaeda. Yeah. Remember Pennsylvania, middle of the field? Remember the Pentagon in Washington, D.C.? And the World Trade Center in New York City, New York? Those guys use those planes as weapons. Okay? Don't get it twisted. I don't know. As for Dr. Laura using the N-word on the caller, the same caller who is black and she's married to a white man, let me tell you something. She was wrong for using it, let alone using it 11 times. Well, if the black community can say the N-word, why can't everybody else say the N-word? That's true, but guess what? You're not black. You're white. You're not allowed to say it. As a matter of fact, nobody has any business using that word. Period. Doesn't matter who you are, but you're not allowed to use it. But for some reason, we continue to use it. I don't know why. For the record, white folks started the whole N-word in the first place. And black people finished it. But there's no excuse. No excuse whatsoever to use that word. That slavery word. Period. End of story. Alright? You just sound stupid and uneducated at the end of the day. You feel me? And she's getting out of radio business and so forth because she feels that her First Amendment being under attack, or let alone being stripped away. Well, you should have thought of that before you used the N-word the first 11 times. So, do it on the internet, podcast. That way you won't get in trouble. It's the best way to go. You can spout your hate, your homophobic slurs, whatever. She has a history of that too. Now, as for sports, Jay Mariotti got arrested for a felony and assault on his girlfriend. For what I've heard, she got a black eye, bruises, cuts, and so forth. Where the hell is ESPN be hiring people at? Where are they getting them? I know Jay Mariotti, this is his first run-in with the law, probably ever. It'll probably be the last time. In fact, he might lose his job at ESPN. So, now I found an article off of BleacherReport.com of ESPN be hiring people with shady past and so forth. I'll post a link in the description box. Y'all can check it out if you want to. I'm not forcing you to. Wow. ESPN is getting better all the time, aren't they? They're beautiful. Still working on the AFC, NFC South predictions. So, now I'm gonna get to video games. It's having big games coming out this year, let alone this fall, like Star Wars The Force Unleashed 2, Fable 3, what else? Donkey Kong Country Returns, GoldenEye 007, Wii. It's a remake off of Nintendo 64. Most claim it to be the best first person shooter of all time. I don't see why. I don't get it. Why? It's nothing more than another first person shooter game. Whoop de damn do. Ooh. And NBA 2K11, NBA Elite 11, and 3 big name shooters. Oh, before I get to that, Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions and brand new Castlevania game too. It's supposed to come out next month or October. And 3 big name shooters: Halo Reach, Mel of Honor, Black Ops. I'm excited for Halo Reach. I want to see how that game turns out. If it's like Halo Combat Evolved, but better, for the simple fact they just threw everything in the game. If the storyline holds up, Firefight turns out to be good, even though I'm not a co-op guy, and the multiplayer is, well, multiplayer, the bomb off the chain. Everybody's gonna be playing that game, and they might end up turning their back on Mel of Honor and Call of Duty Black Ops. So I did play the beta. After 5 matches, I wanted to quit for the simple fact people be using cheap weapons like rocket launchers. I call it rocket tubes, gravity hammer, energy sword. But after playing it some more, wanted to get better at it, and I enjoyed it. As for Transformers War for Cybertron, that's a mediocre game. To say it's an underrated game, that's your opinion, but in my opinion, it's utter mediocre. I cannot believe it's the best Transformers game of all time. I cannot believe it. I just can't. The campaign was average. The Autobots was awesome, but the Decepticons was just, damn it, derivative, boring, dull, put me to sleep. Damn. And predictable too. In the AI, you might as well go play escalation mode or play co-op competitive mode. It's just that bad. The multiplayer, it was just utter disappointing. And to make it worse, it feels more like butt mashing than actually using guns to kill other bots, other players as well. It's ridiculous. But hey, that's just me. I went into the game feeling good that this game would be the greatest Transformers game of all time, but instead, just disappointing. Flat out disappointing. Medal of Honor, I can't wait for the new one to come out in October. And people saying, oh, it's a knockoff of Modern Warfare 2 and Bad Company 2. It's garbage. It's this and that. Creativity, no innovation. Why do gamers worry so much about creativity and originality in video games these days, especially in a first-person shooter? Why? The only people are bagging Medal of Honor for being a ripoff of those 2 games I just mentioned, or nothing more than a Halo fanboys and Call of Duty fanboys as well, and let alone FPS fanboys. Hey, I'm just speaking the truth. Don't hate me for it. And I will play Medal of Honor to see if it's great or not. As for Call of Duty Black Ops, and I saw the multiplayer teaser. What's so special? It's nothing more than a World at War, Modern Warfare 2 without a damn identity. That's all it is. I mean, Treyarch cannot make a Call of Duty game to save their own behinds. That's how bad they are. They screwed up with COD 2, the big red one. COD 3 is the worst game in the series. No, I didn't play the multiplayer, and no, I don't want to. If the single player is broken, I can't even imagine if the multiplayer could be broken as well. In World at War, I will admit it was great, but it was mediocre the more I played it. I feel that Treyarch spent way too much time making map hacks, making the community happy instead of fixing the glitches and the bugs and making the weapon balance. Everybody and their brothers and sisters be using the SMGs. It's ridiculous. So, I'll tell you what, if Call of Duty Black Ops turned out to be another dud, just like Modern Warfare 2, I'm not spending $60 on that game. I'll wash my hands, say, I'm done. I'm done playing Call of Duty games. I love playing them, but I go back to old games before I play another rehash, reskinned game, Cold War, and a Vietnam War game. And with that, I'm out.